Hello, everyone. My name is Tiyana Chaney-Taylor, and I'm one of the Behavioral Health Ambassadors for the HBCU Cares Initiative on the campus of Clark Atlanta University. Let me start off by saying welcome to the Grad School 101 series. Today, we're going to be talking about how to prepare a strong graduate school application. If you're an undergraduate HBCU student and you're considering pursuing graduate studies, then this is the information for you. So while pursuing graduate studies can be challenging, with the right preparation and attention to detail, you can ensure that your application stands out from the rest. Today, we'll be discussing some important aspects of the application process, such as drafting a strong personal statement, soliciting letters of recommendation, fine-tuning your resume, and preparing for an interview. First, let's talk about drafting a strong personal statement. This is your opportunity to introduce yourself to the admissions committee and explain why you're interested in pursuing graduate studies. Your personal statement should be clear, concise, and persuasive. Here are a few tips to keep in mind. Start strong. Start with a compelling opening that grabs the reader's attention. Begin with a captivating introduction that highlights your passion for the field and why you want to pursue it as a career. Remember to focus on your strengths and achievements and how they've prepared you for graduate studies. Be specific and provide examples that demonstrate your passion for the field of study. Even if your strengths and achievements aren't specifically related to mental or behavioral health, you still get the chance to highlight all of your hard work. And at the end of the day, the admissions committees want to know that you're up for the challenge of graduate school. Remember to highlight relevant experience as well. Discuss any experiences that you've had in the mental health field, whether it be work experiences, internships, or even volunteering. And be sure to explain how these experiences have prepared you for graduate studies. Discuss your goals in your personal statement. Outline your career goals and how a graduate degree will help you achieve them. Be specific and mention any particular areas of focus you have within the mental health field that you want to work towards. And remember to always be authentic. Show your personality and your unique perspective. Be honest and authentic in your personal statement. Admissions committees want to get to know the real you, so try to avoid generic statements and instead focus on what makes you you. Also, remember to address any weaknesses. So if there are any weaknesses in your application, such as a lower GPA or lack of experience, address them head on in your personal statement. Explain how you plan to overcome these weaknesses and what steps you've taken already to improve them. And remember to edit and proofread. Make sure you have someone edit and proofread your personal statement carefully. Typos and grammatical errors can make a negative impression, so take the time to ensure that your writing is clear, concise, and error-free. It might also be something to consider asking a peer or mentors to take a look at your final draft to get other people's perspectives as well. Let's discuss how to solicit letters of recommendation. Letters of recommendation are a crucial component of a graduate school application, as they provide insight into your academic and personal abilities from the perspective of those who have worked with you closely in a professional or academic setting. Here are some tips to keep in mind when seeking letters of recommendation for your graduate school application. Choose your recommenders carefully. When choosing your recommenders for graduate school, it's important to think carefully about who can provide you with the strongest support for your application. Look for recommenders who can speak to your academic abilities, research skills, and personal qualities that are relevant to your chosen field of study. Consider professors or academic advisors who know you well and can write about your strengths and accomplishments in a specific, detailed way. You may want to consider professionals who you've worked with previously, such as internship supervisors, or even a research mentor. Always remember to ask early and provide contents to your recommenders. Request letters of recommendation well in advance of application deadlines. Make sure that you provide them with the context for the program you're applying to. Also mention any relevant coursework or experiences you would like them to highlight. It's also important to provide them with all of the necessary information, such as deadlines for the letters and application requirements. It may also be a good idea to provide your resume or CV and personal statement to your recommender. To help your recommenders best highlight your achievements, providing them with a copy of your resume for them to reference back to when writing your recommendation letter would be really helpful. Also, giving them a copy of your personal statement allows them to write a letter that's tailored to your strengths and interests. Finally, follow up and express gratitude. Follow up with your recommenders a few weeks before the deadline to ensure that they've submitted the letter and to express your appreciation for their time and support. Remember, letters of recommendation are an important aspect of the grad school application, and securing strong letters of recommendation can help make your application stand out to the admissions committees. Your resume is also a really important part of your grad school application, as it highlights your academic and work experience. When applying to graduate school, it's important to have a strong and polished resume, or CV, which stands for curriculum vitae. Here are some tips to help you create an effective one. So remember to tailor your resume or CV to the specific graduate program that you're applying to. Highlight experiences and skills that are relevant to the program. Include relevant education, including your undergraduate degree, and any relevant coursework or research experience you may have. Highlight any relevant work or volunteer experience, especially if it's related to the mental health field. Emphasize your skills and accomplishments, such as leadership roles, academic awards, and research projects. And when you're describing the things that you've done, make sure you use action verbs to describe your experiences and accomplishments, such as managed, organized, created, things like that. Be concise and clear and use easy to read formatting on your resume. And as always, proofread your resume or CV carefully and have someone else review it as well, just to ensure that you didn't overlook any errors. Finally, if you have any questions or concerns about how to format or structure your resume or CV, consider seeking advice from the Career Services Center or academic advisors at your undergraduate institution. Finally, let's talk about how to prepare an interview. Some graduate programs require an interview as part of the application process. So here are some tips to help you prepare. 1, do your research. Learn as much as you can about the program, the faculty, and the research that's being conducted there. This will help you prepare thoughtful questions to ask during the interview or afterwards, when they will inevitably ask you if you have any questions for them. Practice. Find a friend or family member to practice with and have them ask you common interview questions. Practice answering the questions succinctly and confidently. Dress professionally. Even if the interview is virtual, dress professionally to show that you take the interview seriously. Remember to be on time. Again, even if the interview is virtual, make sure that your technology is working properly and you can join the call early to ensure everything is set up right. If the interview is in person, arrive early to allow for some unexpected delays or traffic. Always remember to be yourself. Be honest and genuine in your responses. Don't try to be someone that you're not, and odds are you'll be interviewing with other people in the mental health field, so they may know if you weren't being genuine. Always remember to highlight your strengths. Make sure you highlight your strengths, accomplishments, and the achievements that you've done during your interview. Provide specific examples of how you've excelled in your undergraduate studies or in other relevant experiences. And always remember to follow up. So after the interview, send a thank you note or an email to the interviewers, thanking them for their time and reiterating your interest in the program. This will show that you're professional and attentive. Well, that's it for this session of Grad School 101. I hope these tips have been helpful in helping you to prepare a strong graduate school application. Remember to start early, stay organized, and be confident in yourself and your abilities. Good luck.